Mark 3 answers. Which 3 should you do when passing sheep on a road? Allow plenty of room, go very slowly, pass quickly but quietly, be ready to stop, briefly sound your horn. Allow plenty of room, go very slowly, be ready to stop. Mark 1 answer. Which of these is most likely to deter the theft of your vehicle? An immobilizer, tinted windows, locking wheel nuts, a sunscreen.
An immobilizer.
Mark 1 answer. You want to turn right at a box junction. There is oncoming traffic. You should wait in the box junction if your exit is clear, wait before the junction until it is clear of all traffic, drive on, you cannot turn right at a box junction, drive slowly into the box junction when signalled by oncoming traffic.
Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear.
Mark 1 answer. Your vehicle catches fire while driving through a tunnel. It is still drivable. What should you do? Leave it where it is with the engine running, pull up, then walk to an emergency telephone point, park it away from the carriageway, drive it out of the tunnel if you can do so.
Drive it out of the tunnel if you can do so.
Mark 1 answer. You are approaching a red traffic light. What will the signal show next? Red and amber, green alone, amber alone, green and amber.
Red and amber.
Mark 1 answer. This sign means tourist attraction, beware of trains, level crossing, beware of trams.
Tourist attraction.
Mark 1 answer. Why are place names painted on the road surface? To restrict the flow of traffic, to warn you of oncoming traffic, to enable you to change lanes early, to prevent you changing lanes.
To enable you to change lanes early.
Mark 1 answer. You are about to overtake when you see this sign. You should overtake the other driver as quickly as possible, move to the right to get a better view, switch your headlights on before overtaking, Hold back until you can see clearly ahead.
Hold back until you can see clearly ahead.
Mark one answer. At some traffic lights, there are advanced stop lines and a marked area. What are these for? To allow cyclists to position in front of other traffic, to let pedestrians cross when the lights change, to prevent traffic from jumping the lights, to let passengers get off a bus which is queuing.
To allow cyclists to position in front of other traffic.
Mark two answers. As a provisional license holder, you must not drive a motor car at more than 40 miles per hour, on your own, on the motorway, under the age of 18 years at night, with passengers in the rear seats.
On your own. On the motorway.
Mark one answer. When following a large vehicle, you should keep well back, because this allows you to corner more quickly, helps the large vehicle to stop more easily, allows the driver to see you in the mirrors, helps you to keep out of the wind.
Allows the driver to see you in the mirrors.
Mark one answer. When going through a contraflow system on a motorway, you should ensure that you do not exceed 30 miles per hour, keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead, switch lanes to keep the traffic flowing, stay close to the vehicle ahead to reduce queues.
Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead.
Mark one answer. Why is it particularly important to carry out a check on your vehicle before making a long motorway journey? You will have to do more harsh braking on motorways. Motorway service stations do not deal with breakdowns. The road surface will wear down the tyres faster. Continuous high speeds may increase the risk of your vehicle breaking down.
Continuous high speeds may increase the risk of your vehicle breaking down.
Mark one answer. Where can you find reflective amber studs on a motorway, separating the slip road from the motorway, on the left-hand edge of the road, on the right-hand edge of the road, separating the lanes?
On the right-hand edge of the road,
Mark one answer. You are travelling at 50 miles per hour on a good dry road. What is your typical overall stopping distance? 36 metres, 118 feet, 53 metres, 175 feet, 75 metres, 245 feet, 96 metres, 315 feet.
"53 metres, 175 feet."
Mark one answer. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. What is the first thing you should do to help? Treat the person for shock, warn other traffic, place them in the recovery position, make sure the injured person is kept warm.
Warn other traffic.
Mark one answer. Which of these, if allowed to get low, could cause you to crash? Antifreeze level, brake fluid level, battery water level, radiator coolant level.
Brake fluid level.
Mark one answer. You are driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? There is a broken white line in the centre. There are solid white lines either side. There are roadworks ahead of you. There are no footpaths.
There are roadworks ahead of you.
Mark one answer. You must not use a handheld phone while driving. Using a hands-free system is acceptable in a vehicle with power steering, will significantly reduce your field of vision, will affect your vehicle's electronic systems, is still likely to distract your attention from the road.
Is still likely to distract your attention from the road.
Mark one answer. You are braking on a wet road. Your vehicle begins to skid. It does not have anti-lock brakes. What is the first thing you should do? Quickly pull up the handbrake, release the foot brake, push harder on the brake pedal, gently use the accelerator.
Release the foot brake.
Mark 1 answer. A heavy load on your roof rack will improve the road holding, reduce the stopping distance, make the steering lighter, reduce stability.
Reduce stability.
Mark 2 answers. You are driving along a motorway and become tired. You should stop at the next service area and rest, leave the motorway at the next exit and rest, increase your speed and turn up the radio volume, close all your windows and set heating to warm, pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers.
Stop at the next service area and rest. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest.
Mark 1 answer. You are coming up to a roundabout. A cyclist is signalling to turn right. What should you do? Overtake on the right, give a horn warning, signal the cyclist to move across, give the cyclist plenty of room.
Give the cyclist plenty of room.
Mark 1 answer. You wish to overtake a long, slow-moving vehicle on a busy road. You should follow it closely and keep moving out to see the road ahead, flash your headlights for the oncoming traffic to give way, stay behind until the driver waves you past, keep well back until you can see that it is clear.
Keep well back until you can see that it is clear.
Mark 1 answer. You are checking your trailer tyres. What is the legal minimum tread depth over the central 3/4 of its breadth? 1 mm, 1.6 mm, 2 mm, 2.6 mm.
1.6 millimeters.
Mark 1 answer. You are reversing your vehicle into a side road. When would the greatest hazard to passing traffic occur? After you've completed the manoeuvre? Just before you actually begin the manoeuvre? After you've entered the side road? When the front of your vehicle swings out?
When the front of your vehicle swings out.
Mark 1 answer. In windy conditions, You need to take extra care when using the brakes, making a hill start, turning into a narrow road, passing pedal cyclists.
Passing pedal cyclists.
Mark 1 answer. You are at a road junction, turning into a minor road. There are pedestrians crossing the minor road. You should stop and wave the pedestrians across, sound your horn to let the pedestrians know that you are there, give way to the pedestrians who are already crossing, carry on. The pedestrians should give way to you.
Give way to the pedestrians who are already crossing.
Mark 1 answer. When overtaking a horse and rider, you should sound your horn as a warning, go past as quickly as possible, flash your headlights as a warning, go past slowly and carefully.
Go past slowly and carefully.
Mark 1 answer. Supertrams, or light rapid transit, LRT systems, are environmentally friendly because they use diesel power, they use quieter roads, they use electric power, they do not operate during rush hour.
They use electric power.
Mark 1 answer. You want to turn right from a main road into a side road. Just before turning, you should cancel your right turn signal, select first gear, check for traffic overtaking on your right, stop and set the handbrake.
Check for traffic overtaking on your right.
Mark 1 answer. While driving, you see this sign ahead. You should stop at the sign, slow but continue round the bend, slow to a crawl and continue, stop and look for open farm gates.
Slow, but continue round the bend.
Mark 2 answers. You wish to park facing downhill. Which two of the following should you do? Turn the steering wheel towards the curb, park close to the bumper of another car, park with two wheels on the curb, put the handbrake on firmly, turn the steering wheel away from the curb.
Turn the steering wheel towards the curb. Put the handbrake on firmly.
Mark 1 answer. A driver does something that upsets you. You should try not to react, let them know how you feel, flash your headlights several times, sound your horn.
Try not to react.
Mark 1 answer. You are following a long vehicle. It approaches a crossroads and signals left, but moves out to the right. You should get closer in order to pass it quickly, stay well back and give it room, assume the signal is wrong and it really is turning right, overtake as it starts to slow down.
Stay well back and give it room.
Mark 3 answers. To reduce the volume of traffic on the roads, you could use public transport more often, share a car when possible, walk or cycle on short journeys, travel by car at all times, use a car with a smaller engine, drive in a bus lane.
Use public transport more often. Walk or cycle on short journeys. Share a car when possible.
Mark 1 answer. Why should you allow extra room when overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? The rider may turn off suddenly to get out of the wind. The rider may be blown across in front of you. The rider may stop suddenly. The rider may be travelling faster than normal.
The rider may be blown across in front of you.
Mark 1 answer. Following this vehicle too closely is unwise because your brakes will overheat, your view ahead is increased, your engine will overheat, your view ahead is reduced.
Your view ahead is reduced.
Mark 1 answer. You are driving along a wet road. How can you tell if your vehicle's tyres are losing their grip on the surface? The engine will stall, the steering will feel very heavy, the engine noise will increase, the steering will feel very light.
The steering will feel very light.
Mark 1 answer. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. The rider is injured. When should the helmet be removed? Only when it is essential, always straight away, only when the motorcyclist asks, always unless they are in shock.
Only when it is essential.
Mark 1 answer. You must not reverse, for longer than necessary, for more than a car's length, into a side road, in a built-up area.
For longer than necessary.
Mark 1 answer. What does this sign mean? Route for trams, give way to trams. Route for buses, give way to buses.
Route for trams.
Mark 1 answer. At which type of crossing are cyclists allowed to ride across with pedestrians? Toucan, puffin, pelican, zebra.
Toucan.
Mark 1 answer. While driving, you intend to turn left into a minor road. On the approach, you should keep just left of the middle of the road, keep in the middle of the road, swing out wide just before turning, keep well to the left of the road.
Keep well to the left of the road.
Mark 1 answer. You are on a motorway. There is a contraflow system ahead. What would you expect to find? Temporary traffic lights, lower speed limits, wider lanes than normal, speed humps.
Lower speed limits.
Mark 1 answer. What colour are the reflective studs between the lanes on a motorway? Green, amber, white, red.
White.
Mark 1 answer. When being followed by an ambulance showing a flashing blue beacon, you should pull over as soon as safely possible to let it pass, accelerate hard to get away from it, maintain your speed and course, brake harshly and immediately stop in the road.
Pull over as soon as safely possible to let it pass.
Mark 1 answer. Your car requires an MOT certificate. When is it legal to drive it without an MOT certificate? Up to 7 days after the old certificate has run out, when driving to an MOT centre to arrange an appointment, when driving the car with the owner's permission, when driving to an appointment at an MOT centre.
When driving to an appointment at an MOT centre.
Mark 3 answers. Which 3 of the following will affect your stopping distance? How fast you're going, the tyres on your vehicle, the time of day, the weather, the street lighting.
how fast you are going, the tyres on your vehicle, the weather.
Mark one answer. You are driving in busy traffic. You want to pull up on the left just after a junction on the left. When should you signal? As you are passing, or just after the junction, just before you reach the junction, well before you reach the junction, it would be better not to signal at all.
As you are passing, or just after the junction,